I've never done this before. Just truly speaking unprompted. It's funny because usually it's like when there's some sort of soundtrack that I get inspired to speak in a way. And I'm so aware of how incoherent that is right now because there is no more soundtrack and I am just sitting in silence. And somehow the monologue doesn't flow the same way as when accompanied by some dramatic, musical configuration. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I've never just spoken like this before unprompted. Honestly, I never really do anything unprompted. Um, as an artistic person and as someone who's trying to be empowered in that, in terms of not letting my life be something that doesn't honor an instinctual creativity in me. I feel like I don't have anything to show for all the stuff that happens in my mind and all the stuff that I do physically. And I know that's a lie because I have so many little things here and there, from when I studied architecture to when I worked in film production to all the little sketches, all the little poems, all the little songs I record. But that's the thing, everything feels little, nothing feels like a complete piece that I can rely on in helping me live a life that I want to live. And this isn't even about happiness because I feel like I have found happiness, which I don't think many people can say. And a lot of the happiness came from not wanting, like a true acceptance of the situation that I'm in and the resources that I have. And I've been blessed to have met so many amazing people and a family that loves me, and I honestly don't know what more I would need to be happy. But the one thing that I do want is a freedom to live life as I please before dying. And in many ways that feels selfish, but in other ways, a life that pleases me is one in which I can actually contribute something to the greater, world of humanity. Like, I actually want to touch people and I want them to consider the depth and the complexities of existence and the absurdity of it. And it's funny because I think about the absurdity in it, brings me peace, It's a fluke, this planet, and our own existence, all the ancestors it took to create us, all the cells that just perfectly aligned for us to be here and conscious of it. It's a fluke. It's absurd. It's almost absurd to even have these feelings, but we're human. I'm human. I just want to live a life that feels fulfilling. And I think most people do. And a life like that, for me, is one in which I have a freedom to create continuously. And we live in a society, as they say, where I need to prove my merit in order to be allowed to do that, to receive some sort of financial compensation which we depend on to live. And this is not this is not a new idea. This is an old story, and I know I'm not special. But wow, I feel really stuck and burnt out because I do work so much for what I want, yet it takes time. It takes time to, see a result that you are hoping for. And I don't want to sacrifice that in the name of having something not just good enough, but something that isn't equivalent to my own visualization of a project. You know what I mean? Okay, it's funny because as I talk about this, I really do feel better. I guess this is why therapy works. I'm not sure if I'll make this public, but who knows? I I see so much potential in my future. Not for any other reason than because I want it to be so, and I have the drive to do it. But patience is a virtue. You have to be patient with yourself and be patient with the process. I do realize that me just saying these things out loud doesn't really... Like, there's so much context to where I'm coming from right now. But maybe I will just leave that out. And let yourself find yourself in this stream of thought. Because I know we're feeling it, and it doesn't even just have to be creative people. I think there is just a sentiment of being stuck. There's also, I think, a lot of optimism in resources right now. Like, if you have a phone, you can do so much. Okay, I don't know if I want to go there. I don't think I want to go there. Okay. See, I spoke, and now I'm kind of out of that rut. And now I kind of don't even know what I wanted to say anymore. So it just feels a little bit, a lot of empty silence. You know what? Let's leave it at that. I said enough. Bye.